Christine the Gemini Stitcher, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for joining us. It is so appreciated. And if you've been following my journey, then welcome back again. I'm here, it's Friday, so let's get talking Friday sews. Now, this week's Friday sews is going to be a bit of a bumper edition. So get yourself some snacks and a brew. The reason is my Monday Make Some Plans video is being switched next week, for the Dresser Girl vlog. So today we're going to go through what I've made last week or this week and what I'm planning on making next week. So the first thing that I made this week, and how I finished it, I don't know, because there is a lot of sewing in this item. I contacted Adele at Sew for Serenity and asked her to do a collab and we could both make the Catch All Caddy, because she was planning on making one as well. And we agreed that today was going to be the reveal day. Now, I do know that Adele has not managed to finish hers for personal reasons, but I decided to stick to the plan and reveal mine today. And I'm sure when Adele does her reveal of her Catch Caddy, I will then link the video that's in back into this video blog and also mention it in my next one, so that you don't miss Adele's reveal as well. So, shall we have a look at mine? Before we do, I'll just pop an stock image of the Catch Caddy. This is what it looks like. Now, Adam Sews makes these, and they are phenomenal. So there is just a caveat here that mine is not going to be to his standard by any stretch. But I am pleased with what I've done, and I've learned loads, which is the main thing, isn't it? So shall we get the Catch Caddy? It's here in front of me. I just keep looking that way, looking at it, thinking. Okay. Now, just be warned, it is full of sewing gadgets and stuff, because I had my social sewing on Wednesday and I used it and it was great. So anyway, let's grab it. Here it is. How gorgeous, well, I think it is. Gorgeous is that. Now, we nicked a few ideas from Adam. Sorry, Adam. And used the Tula Pink Fabric. So I've used it on the sides and the piping. So the back, the base, and the main body behind here. And the handles are all done in Tula Pink Fabrics. Sorry, I don't know the names of them. I will pop links to them and where I got them from down below if you want to find the same fabrics. And then the fronts of the pockets have been done in a fabric out of my stash. Now I'm going to spill everything out of here and show you the inside. Let's be clever. And the inside has been done with the Tula Pink there, and some of my stash fabric as the lining. I love it. It's amazing how much these fit in. Oh, I've not shown you my cute zip, have I? Look at that. I found this in my stash as well. Rainbow zip. Perfect. So shall we see how much stuff? I mean, it's nowhere near full. I've managed to fit in my caddy what I took to my sewing social. So we'll start with the outside pockets. So I've got my pinking shears, my small sewing scissors, and I call them duck scissors. Not sure if that's the right name for them. And they were in one pocket, there's nothing else in there, no. In the second pocket, I have got my glue stick, pen, pair of snips, and the dreaded unpicker. We've got to have one of those, haven't we? So that's those two pockets. Oh, that end pocket's empty. I had some reels of cotton and some bobbins in that side. Right. And in this side, oh, more cotton. So I've got how many? 2, 3, 4 bobbins of cotton. Tape measure. Something else in the bottom of here. Oh, a hump jumper that I got the other week. Just realised I'm going to have to pack all this again when I'm done, aren't I? Hey ho. And we've only emptied half of the pockets. So in the other side, I've got this little gadget that goes with my machine if I want to do twin stitching. My walking foot. That's that pocket. The middle pocket, I've got a packet of pins. Can't have enough pins. Then in the end pocket, a marking pen, the normal pen, an owl. Wow. Point turner. Something else. The list goes on. Oh, my little screwdriver for my machine. Oh, that's just the lid off the pen. So that's all the outside pockets. We've not even got inside it yet. So then inside, the biggest thing I've got in here is this, which is my container that has all my different sizes of sewing needles in. If you've not got one of these, they are bro. Big tape measure. I think that's in there because it's a sewing social and we sometimes need to measure out for where we're placing the tables, to be honest. Prim gauge. Some more cotton. My button marking or buttonhole marking gadget. Box of spools or bobbins. Hello, Lil. My 2 turning tools. These are great. Anything else in these? No. And that's it. So this is the kettle. Oh, there is something in the bottom, isn't there? Some Fram elastic. It's like a generation game, that, wasn't it? Can you remember everything that was in this Catch Caddy? So there it is. It's got the Tula Pink stripes at the bottom. The expanding pockets inside. Outside pockets on both sides. And a zip pocket for more security on one end. I love it. So what did I find difficult about this Catch Caddy? There were 2 things that got my brain going. One got my brain, mashed it up. And that was, in the instructions, it gives you 2 different ways of doing the quilting. If you're doing it all in one piece or if you're doing it in 2 pieces. And I got a little bit confused between the 2. The measuring the pieces and doing the quilting was fine. But when it came to cut, then you have to cut the pieces out, individual pieces. So you've got that piece, the front, the back, the pockets, that you then cut out from the big quilted piece. I had to walk away and go back the next day because I couldn't get my head around that, but I did it. So that mashed my brain a bit. Other than that, the sewing, you've got to take your time and try and be accurate, but it's straightforward sewing. Even doing the handles, the instructions really detailed, and there is a sew along that you get free with the pattern that goes just through the detailed bits, not through the whole sew. But one of those is the handles, which is great. If they'd done one and cutting the quilting pieces out, I'd have been fine, but they didn't. Hey ho. So the handles, but there's a sew along, and then all the binding, all the way around here, all round here. You go up, round, down the other side, round there, up and round. It was okay. My machine coped with it fine because I had my walking foot on, and it is a good brother machine. But when I went to my sewing social yesterday, one of the other ladies said she was also making one of these because they are quite popular at the moment. I think Adam's made them popular. And we agreed to bring them along and compare notes, which was really interesting. She struggled like I did with the cutting out of the quilt pieces. And she said, I nearly messaged you to ask you how you did it, but I got there. But then her machine struggled when she was sewing this binding. She managed to sew the first side, but then when you fold it over and then you've got to sew and catch it all in and go all the way around, it's a lot of layers. And her machine really struggled. So she said she ended up, poor thing, all round there, and the same on the other side, hand stitching it down. Rather her than me. But this is the end result, and I think it is so worth it. Now, I cut enough out and quilted enough to make 2 of these, thinking I was going to do them in tandem, and I think Adele did the same. But trust me, one at a time is more than enough for me. So the other one that I've made while I was at my Sewcial Sewing yesterday, my sister-in-law who runs the venue, who also does sewing, said she was looking for a new sewing box. So I've promised her the other one. Said, I'll make it you. It will be after I've been away, but I will make you one. Don't go and buy one that is nowhere near as good. So what else have I been making this week? Well, if you've not heard about it, I'm amazed, but September is the month for Project Dresser Girl. And this year I'm getting involved and I'm doing the vlog on Monday, which is why we're doing a bumper Friday sews today. I have made a start on my dresses and I will show you the 3 that I've made so far. Are you ready? These are super cute. I made one of them at the Sewcial Sewing on Wednesday, and at least one of the other ladies there has committed to making some dresses as well, which is brilliant. So I'll just grab the 3 that I've made so far. So here's the first one. It's a t-shirt top. So the pattern for this will be, the links will be in my vlog on Monday if you want to make one for your daughter, granddaughter, or the dresser girl. It's a free pattern that has been produced for the campaign. So it's got a t-shirt top and a woven bottom. Now, because Project Dresser Girl says that the fabric, you need to make sure the fabric is not see-through. The dresses I've made, I've either lined them, or with this one, I've given it a double layer in the skirt. So it's got 1 layer underneath and that layer on top, and 2 cute pockets, because that's the criteria. So that's the first dress. Stop wriggling, Lily. And then dress number 2 is from the same pattern, but I've done a bit of a switcheroo and done different sleeves. And then coordinating pockets that match the underskirt, just to make it a bit more jazzy. So that's number 2. Just turn it round. Some little girl is going to love that fairy dress, as I'm calling it. So that's dress number 2. And dress number 3 is from the other free pattern that is available for Project Dresser Girl. And this one is more of an A-line. Well, it is an A-line, but it's got separate side panels and then these huge pockets. Now, on the pattern, they tell you to bias bind the sleeves and the neckline, but because I wanted to be ultra cautious, I've given it a full lining. So I've just sewn the lining to the neck, round the armholes, and then finished them off. Turned it through and finished them off at the shoulders. So that is dress number 3. Now, you might call me crazy. Well, I am thinking that right now. But I have set myself a challenge. There's 30 days in September, so I've said I will do one dress for every day of September, or try to. So I am trying to make 30 little girls' dresses, and I've made 3. And we're on, what are we on? The 8th. We are looking at the calendar at the bottom of my laptop. We're on the 8th already. So that means I'm 5 behind. But I am doing some batch sewing this afternoon. Now that I've figured out how I'm doing the dresses, the first one always takes longer, doesn't it? So that's what I'm telling myself, and I'm going to be fine. So tune in on Monday and see how many I've managed to make by then, and find out more about the Dress a Girl project. And join in. If, like me, you've got a load of fabric in your stash that's cotton or linen and you don't know what to do with it, here's your answer. Shall we talk about social sewing and sewing events? I'm dead excited about this bit. Wednesday, I was so nervous because it's only the second one that I've done. The first one was fine. There were 8 of us there. Perfectly manageable. Lovely day. This week, well, Wednesday just gone, there were 15 of us, so nearly double. We knew that we could fit them in the room because we'd already planned it all out and decided what the maximum would be, just in case we ever got to it. Meet up number 2 and we're at capacity. So, yeah, I thought, this is going to be hectic. And actually, it was great. Really great. My wonderful brother-in-law, who helped Sharon, my sister-in-law, run the Millhouse venue, had virtually set all the room out when I arrived. We had a few ladies turning up early, and they were absolutely fine, sitting in the bar area and waiting while we finished setting everything up, because at least we had somewhere else that they could sit and wait. The beauty of a lovely venue. We sewed until about 12:30, and then the sun was shining. It was beautiful outside. So we had our lovely buffet lunch that had been lovingly prepared in the morning by Sharon, and we helped ourselves to that about 12:30, had a lovely cool drink and sat out in the rose garden. How lovely is that? So we sat out, had our lunch, and then did some more sewing. Now, you might have expected loads of photos coming up while I was talking about this, and that was the plan, but I didn't take one. Don't know where my head was. Well, I do. I was busy managing 14 other people and making sure that they were happy, and trying to get a dress for Dress a Girl sewn up as well, which I did. So, it was a bit full on. But the next one is on the 5th of October, and I am going to make a concerted effort to do a full video from start to finish-ish. Obviously, you don't want to sit there for 6 hours watching it. We'll speed bits up and cut bits out and put snippets in and do a Millhouse social sewing vlog. Hopefully, if I can remember to record it. It is going to be the day after I get back from Gran Canaria. But what I'm planning on doing is only taking a very small sewing project with me, not taking my overlocker, just taking my sewing machine and maybe a Harrelson bag to start making a bit of an indent into, but spending most of my day doing a vlog. That's the plan for the October one, just so you can get an idea of what we get up to. Now, because things are going so well and the venue is so stunning, I've sat down with Sharon and discussed doing some different things there. So we are planning. I'm all excited. We've got a date for one of these. We're in the process of planning a Frocktail cocktail event. Love it. If it's something that you're interested in, comment below or email events@themillhousevenue.com and ask to be put on the Frocktail cocktail reserve list. And once we've got everything sorted out, then we will email you the full details. But it's early days at the moment. You'll have seen a little poster popping up that I've made just to give you a taster of what to expect. So that's planned for the 10th of February. And the other thing we're in the process of planning, and it is early stages, is to do a sewing retreat. Probably next spring, no dates as yet. But the idea that we're floating about at the moment is to do a 2-day retreat. So you would arrive, say, 10 in the morning on day one at the Millhouse, do a social sewing day with lunch provided. Then there is a lovely hotel, well, a stunning hotel, 2-minute drive away for your overnight accommodation called the Duncan House. I'll put an image of it up and you'll have seen some images of the Millhouse popping up actually, so you can get an idea. And then day 2, back at the go to the Duncan House, freshen up, and then come back to the Millhouse for a gala dinner. And then back to the Duncan House, and then day 2, another social sewing day. There might be a bit more to the social sewing days than that, but that is the sort of basic plan at the moment. So I'm all excited about that one. But yeah, Frocktails and cocktails. Oh, I am planning my dress already for that one. So if you're interested in our sewing retreat and attending, I'll pop the dates up that we've got up to the end of the year. You just need to email events@themillhousevenue.com and let them know it is the social sewing events that you're interested in and the dates that you want to book. They will then send you an email back with an invoice and details of how to pay. And once you're paid, you're booked on. So come and join us. It's great fun. So I waffled on about the Northwest Sewing Socials and all our events. But I am so excited. What am I planning on doing next week? Well, I've got to be honest. There are only 2 things in my plans. One of them I can't show you because it's the final challenge for the Busy Bee sewing challenges, where it's a bag challenge. So I've decided which of the 3 bags I was humming and hawing between, which one I'm actually doing. And I am going to be hopefully making a start on that next week. And the other thing that I'm going to be doing is trying to get as many more of my 30 dresses done as I can. Now I will give you an update next Friday of where I'm up to. Wish me luck with that one. I am so enjoying making them. And they don't, to be fair, I'm hoping once I get into a rhythm, they are not going to take that long to do. So I might have them all done by next Friday. Yeah, let's see, eh? The other thing on my plans for next week is I'm going to another sewing social. How fab is that? So the lovely Nadia from Stitch and Style by Nadia, I'll put the details of her channel up there, runs a social sewing event over in South Manchester. And she has still got a few spaces left for Saturday, the 16th of September. So if you're interested, I will pop the email address that you need to contact her on below. Email Nadia and get yourself booked on, and I'll see you there. I can't wait for that one. I'm hoping that I won't still be sewing little girls' dresses, but chances are I will be, won't I? Ooh. So that's it for this week. I hope I've not bored you too much by waffling on about my social sewing events, but they are phenomenal and I'm really enjoying doing them. So thank you for watching. If you could give the video a like, and if you want to comment on anything I've discussed, then please do. I love getting your comments. And if you found me by chance on YouTube and you've not watched before, let me know what you think of my videos. And if you do like them, then please consider subscribing, because it helps my little channel to grow and more people on YouTube to find out about me and what I'm getting up to. So take care, everyone. Happy sewing, and I will see you on Monday for the Project Dress a Girl vlog.